Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've got an anti-sniper match for you on Wasteland. I don't think I have any videos on Wasteland. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. However, gradually I am becoming more of a fan. So I'm using the RPD with the grip. I think if you're going to use a light machine gun, you need to use a grip in order for it to, compete with the assault rifles. So there's a lot of things I want to cover in this video. Most of them are relating to anti-sniper and defensive tactics. And what I mean by that is, how to defend C and A, because I feel the best way to win this match is to let the opposing team have B. So right there, what you need to do is utilize the fact that snipers have what's called tunnel vision. They're looking in one direction, and I think the best way to do that is to flank around them by running along the perimeter of the map. And the great thing about this map is its perimeter is littered with tanks, destroyed vehicles, a lot of things that you can use for cover. Now right here, what I'm doing is I'm just scanning for movement. I know that the majority of my body is covered, and thus I'm able to stand still and look for movement. So right here is a great anti-sniper tactic. You use the tunnels to help conceal your body. You lay down, you pinpoint your sight, you know where the sniper is, and as soon as you get right up, you start firing. And I think I do this in a few times in this game, and I feel it's a great way to take care of snipers, because they don't know when you're going to pop up, and you know that when you do pop up, the sniper is going to be in your sight. And it takes a little bit of practice, but again, it's a very effective measure. That is if you're not able to flank around the sniper and use the perimeter, and a lot of times you can't because it's being covered. And when the sniper takes a shot, there it is, I did it just again there. When the sniper takes a shot, obviously a red dot appears on the map. And what you need to do is once you see that red dot, you can move over to it, but you need to understand that it works both ways. And when I say that, I mean, when you take a shot at a sniper, you also appear as a red dot on the map. So, like most games, I try and advocate for shooting and then moving. The cool thing about this map is when you do take a shot and you decide to move, you can take really awkward routes, and like I said, you can go around the tanks, around the destroyed vehicles. That way it's a lot more difficult for the sniper to get line of sight on you, and that's basically what you're trying to prevent, is the sniper's line of sight. You need to maximize your chances of finding line of sight and minimize the snipers. And again, the best way to do that is to use the perimeter, flank, use these depressed tunnels that I'm kind of running through as a means to cover your body. So here they capped C, they capped A, and when that happens, the spawns flip. So I'm moving over to the other side of the map. The air support is definitely going to help me out. I don't think they shoot it down for quite some time. I'd wait to use that AC till the air support's off. That way you get more kills. Right, and right there I'm telling my teammate, he just got an AC 130, but in order to maximize his kills, he should wait until mine are done. That helps me out in that, I get more kills, and it also helps him out because his AC 130, he won't be shooting at somebody who's already been taken care of. So I actually heard a tactical insertion, and you'll notice there's a lot of people using tactical insertions on this map, because map control in this game, in this particular match, is very key. Because as I said before, what you want to do is hold C and A and give them B. And I tell my teammates this because when the enemy has B, there's only two ways to get around the map, and that's on either side, the long way, or up the tunnel. And regardless of how many ways there are, the point is that you know where they're going to be coming from. I apologize, I had to take out a little bit of the video for time constraints, but don't worry, I didn't miss anything. So what I'm doing here is I headed over to A because I know they're going to be spawning on this side of the map, and even if they are spawning at B, I can assume that a good number of them will be coming around that western brush. And what I'm doing is I'm scanning for silhouettes, I'm scanning for movement, but at the same time I want to make sure I'm taking cover. Because as you guys know, a lot of people in this map use a thermal sight sniper rifle. And the worst thing to do in this map is to stand still. So as you can see, I'm always trying to move around, and although it's easiest to scan and find people using while standing still, you do have to move around a little bit even if you are taking cover. And right here, I think I get somebody way across the map, and I would advise spinning the cannon because just for things like that. You know, if you see somebody right off the bat, you can take them out. You don't have to wait for the cannon to spin. Although it does hinder your view a little bit, and it does alert enemies around you that, you know, somebody's on the cannon. You know, if you find yourself in a safe zone, or a green zone as I like to call it, I would advise spinning it. So here I'm getting a little hungry. As you guys may have noticed, I haven't seen any action in a minute or two. So I'm basically putting pressure on the 2 choke points, one of them being this tunnel. It's always a bad idea to kind of drop in here alone. There's always 1 or 2 guys waiting in the corner for somebody to do that. I think I steal this guy's care package, but not because I'm a dick. Well, I'm a dick, but I think he died, and I didn't want it to sit there. And I think I get a Pave Low, actually. So here there's a lot of action going on, and you can use these distractions, these, you know, the air support, the AC-130. You can use these distractions to your advantage. And what I mean by that is, you know, you can run around the map, and because people will be, you know, people will be focusing on not getting killed by the AC-130, especially if that kind of a kill streak is up. I mean, that's just a beast when it's up in the air. Even now, you'll hear me sometimes, even if the enemy team gets an AC-130, I'm still like, fuck yeah! Because it's just, I mean, I don't know, just one element of this game that I find just incredibly cool. So I think the match is wrapping up, and still not seeing any action. So I checked the full map, which is something I do a lot. You know, I feel a lot of YouTube directors don't do that. I'm sure I'm wrong, but I think it's a great thing to do. So this is very dangerous, but you know, if you do it right, and see, I'm taking the longer way, so I can use that kind of hill in the road as cover. It's all about cover in this game, especially because your enemy is using thermal sights. I think I get a couple guys running through, and you can see with the sun setting in the background, it's very easy to, you know, find your target, and it's also easy to acquire your target. I think right here is where I get the Pave Low. There again, see, you have a sniper just standing in the middle of nowhere, aiming down his sights, and he paid for it. You really need to use cover in this map. I can't emphasize that enough. And I guess, you know, if there is any point to this game, it's that you can use a light machine gun in maps that, you know, normally are, you know, sniper heavy. And you can not only use them, but you can use them effectively against snipers who obviously have the advantage over you, especially when they're using a thermal sight. But again, you know, use the perimeters, use the flanks, use the sniper's tunnel vision to your advantage. Make sure you move around a lot because, like in most matches, when the enemy sees a red dot, you know, you're toast. As the match is coming to an end, I'd like to thank everyone for rating 5 stars and commenting and subscribing. It really means a lot to me. My channel's growing a lot faster than I thought it would. After I excuse me. After I post this game, I'm gonna hop on my Xbox and try and get a couple more for you guys. As always, thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. Take a minute and rate the video. Leave a comment. Take it easy, guys. 28 and 2.